Hello StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Hydra and Welmu on New Gettysburg, the latter edition. In the bottom left side of the map we have the blue Zerg player, it is Hydra. And in the bottom right side of the map we have the red Protoss player, it is Welmu. So Welmu is a professional Protoss player from Finland, currently playing for ENCE Esports. Got to start playing StarCraft Brood War at a relatively young age. Never actually reached professional level in Brood War, but he reached professional level in StarCraft 2 and says, let's see, what did he say about that? His experience in Brood War directly involved his gameplay, or improved his gameplay in StarCraft 2. Alrighty then, so here we have this guy against the very well-known Hydra from Root Gaming. Very solid Zerg player, aggressive as all get out. Been aggressive since Heart of the Swarm, back when it wasn't really the thing to do. Be aggressive as Zerg, but Hydra made it work, and made it work very well. So here he is in Legacy of the Void, where Zerg has actually been given some tools to be aggressive, and he is thriving. Thriving hard. Hydra, very, very good. Welmu, no slouch in his own right. Protoss players should feel good about rooting for this guy, as he goes for his expansion after the 1-gate expand. So it's a 1-gate into an assimilator, into an expansion, ready, get set, go. Didn't really try to block off Hydra's attempt at getting his hatchery down. Extractor spawning pool up for Hydra. Nothing crazy about the order in which he's doing this. The build order seems very solid. 3 workers on gas. 2 for a split second, but really nothing to worry about there. Considering taking a 3rd base, an Overlord is scouting up this direction, seeing if it's pylon blocked or anything. I don't know why else he'd send an Overlord up here, but I suppose Hydra is doing what he knows best. It is a 2-player map. I know it's huge, but you can't spawn up here, you can't spawn up here. Got a Zelnaga watchtower there. 2 bases that are islands. Down here you can take expansions with walls you can't fly over. Saw a funny example of that in a previous cast. Who was that? That was Showtime versus Hero Marine, I think that game was. If you didn't see that, go back and watch, because there's a medevac that tries to come through this wall. Like, the pathing tells it to go through this wall, but it can't. It's pretty hilarious stuff. Overlord scouts in, does see the chrono boosted out Adept. Very likely to be an Adept, not so much going to be a Zealot or a Stalker. Nothing to worry about there. And yeah, just droning up like crazy at 22 to 23 total Harvesters. Hydra is making 3 drones at a time right now, waiting for that speed to finish. Getting a couple Queens as well. We'll see what he decides to use for base defense, because there is an Adept on its way, and a Queen isn't really enough to kill that in time. So a handful of Lings is good. No sign of a Roach Warren from Hydra, so he can't do Roaches to hold this thing off. He's going to have to do it with Lings. He has a couple there, a couple more on the way. I think 4 Lings and a Queen should be enough to handle this, especially if the Queen gets some shots off. Oh, finishes. Oh, actually cancels the Psionic Transfer. Welmu checking for a 3rd base, is going to scout that out pretty well, sending the Psionic Transfer in while getting the scout. Sees the 3rd under construction. Queen here, there's the cancel. Adept just gets the scout off, decides to head on back home. She's done her job. She doesn't want to get surrounded by these Lings and murdered right in the face. Pneumatized Carapace on the way for Hydra, which usually tells me Drop Lord play is what we're going to see out of the the Zerg player. So I thought the Lings were going to chase down that Adept. They decided not to. Their speed wasn't finished, so they probably wouldn't have gotten there anyway. So nothing to worry about for the Adept. She does make it safely home after getting a pretty nice scout off. I mean, sees pretty much everything that Hydra is doing. There is nothing that is hidden at all to this Protoss player. Got 3 Adepts, holding the line against pretty much any number of Lings. I mean, especially with Photon Overcharge, there should be enough. And here comes the fast Overlord for the Scout. I don't know if we're going to see drop there. I doubt it. I mean, especially because it's right at the front doors. Drop Lords are more about being sneaky. Another fast Overlord scouts that main base. It does see the gateway, and obviously sees the Twilight Council with a Resonating Glaives upgrade coming along, which tells me we'll see a good number. What is this? What are you trying to do here exactly? So the Lings, 2 of them do go away to try to take down this probe, and they will. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why you would throw down 4 gates right at the front door. I mean, virtually at the front door for Hydra. Oh, didn't even get a cancel off on that one. What? That was crazy talk. Adepts are moving out. If the Lings are busy over here, I don't know if they can... Well, the Overlord, I think, scouted these guys. No problemo. Alright, so the Adepts do move in. Oh, Banelings. Banelings coming up. Banelings against Adepts pretty good, unless they just get murdered from a distance. Lings really want to get that pylon. Can they get it? And 4 hit points left. Did get it. Depowering all this stuff. Not going to be warp gates anymore. A new probe has to come up here to repower those things. And hey, look, there's a probe. There was one right there. So why? Like, I understand having a gateway and a pylon at the front because that means you get fast warp-ins, but having 4 of them seems inordinately risky. But I guess if you're playing against Hydra, risk is what you want. Hopefully it'll pay off. So Banelings, I think, are going to try to sneak in this way as the Lings hold everybody still. Wow. Those Banelings crashed and didn't actually even kill that Adept. Nice try. All right, so here we go. Big old warp-in of Adepts. I think this is Welmu just going straight up Adept against his opponent. So, good luck to you. I mean, there are Roaches here. Roaches do not die very fast to Adepts, but don't kill them very fast either. It's kind of a weird dynamic that we've seen all the time here. So, a Ling, Baneling, or Roach composition against pretty much nothing but Adepts out of Welmu. That's it. 20 Adepts, a Mothership Core. Couple Adepts down here, too. Adepts just psionic transferring right past the entire army. You don't want to psionic transfer on top of those. There's the cancel. There is the cancel. They want to kill that queen, though. Look how fast they shoot. Look at how fast they shoot with resonating glaives. 1.11 weapon speed. More and more roaches coming out for Hydra. So the Zerg response for this is going to be, again, Roachling, Baneling. I guess an Adept did get up in here somewhere. Scouting this main base, too. 5 drones have gone down so far. Pretty fantastic. There's a cancel there as well. You really don't want to psionic transfer on top of Banelings and Lings. Just something to avoid doing if you happen to be an Adept. 5 drones lost. Like I said, it's 36 to 39 workers. Welmu has a nice lead. Nothing can kill this Overlord, though, because nothing he has can shoot up. Except for the Mothership Core if she psionic photon overcharges something. So Queen dies, Lings try to get on top of everything. Roaches come in the backside here too. The Banelings are exploding, but not really doing all that much damage. I'd say kind of weakening stuff. The psionic transfer heading up into the main base. The Roaches are a little bit behind. There's the finish. There is the finish. The Roaches getting destroyed. 1 Roach, 2 Roach. Lings dying here too. Just killing as many drones as possible. And then psionic transferring his way back down out there and killing things too. This is a beautiful use of psionic transfer that we've seen. Mothership Core is here. Time Warp being thrown down. And again, just kiting, killing drones where you can. Keeping that third base from getting up at a... Mothership Core did end up getting destroyed there as well. Adepts decided not to go back in for round number 4. But look at this warp-in. There are 26 Adepts on the field right now. Any upgrades for these guys at all? No. Just keeping the pressure up. Really wants to kill these Ravager eggs. I don't know why. I don't know if it's going to work out for Welmu. Killing queens is nice, killing roaches is nice, killing drones is nice too, but in the end, I don't know. Corrosive Biles do land, killing a single Adept. Psionic transfer gets them out of there again. The mobility of Adepts is unmatched. Just unmatched. Ability to get out of there and run when you're in trouble. Really super useful here. And again, gonna do that psionic transfer. Nope, canceling the psionic transfer, just killing the units that are here, which seems like a good idea to me. Again, the upgrades are not good for either of these players. They both are making units pretty much non-stop. Adepts a little bit stuck in a corner. Lot of dead Adepts so far. Lot of dead Adepts. 40 killed Adepts. What? 15 drones for 40 Adepts does not seem super cost efficient. Welmu is in a lot of trouble, but he's trying to make this thing work. Drones continuing to fall here, actually surrounding the Adepts to kill them with the assistance of this one Roach, who gets credit for both of those kills. And yeah, this is a lot of Roaches remaining. It's 81 to 73 total supply, 20 to 39 Harvesters. Welmu has 2 times the number of workers that Hydra does. Hydra has the correct strategy here, I would say. Hydra doing a great job making Roaches, not making Hydras, as Hydras are pretty bad against Adepts, considering Adepts do bonus damage to them. But I mean, this is just non-stop. Welmu has been practicing this. I feel like he's just focusing down Adepts, or focusing down drones, rather. There are some Roaches trying to kill this stuff. Can't really do it because there's some bad pathing there. And more drones continuing to fall. Single Adept is left over. Oh no, you can't do that. 9 more have been killed. 30 drones have died. It's 39 to 20 total Harvesters. Welmu continuing to make Adepts, moving a little bit into immortal production. I'd have to assume that's what this robotics facility is all about. But I think that might be it. So here's the counterattack from Hydra. He says, all right, I withstood it. I lost a lot of workers, but I need to balance the scales now. We're going to walk right on in. No, actually getting a Warp Prism is Welmu. Not going immortal at all. How interesting. And there's the cancel, just keeping the army away from this front door. I don't know if you can hold this, man. Photon overcharge is a thing. There it is. Coming up, getting some shots off here, killing a lot of stuff. But Corrosive Bile going to land and kill that pylon. Almost. No, they got it. They got the pylon. Hydra is out for blood right now, just sitting right at this front door. A lot of probes are dying. Some roaches dying here too, trying to hold the line, but Welmu has nothing in production at this point. He does have a warp prism. Trying for some warp prism micro, but that's it. A GG from Welmu. Welmu is defeated, and Hydra is victorious. That is, wow, that was action-packed. I mean, that was one of the most non-stop games I've ever seen. Again, really good ZVT recently out of Euthermal and Serral, but this one for PBZ, really great stuff. Welmu with a non-stop adept aggression. Again, he did kill 30 drones. For Hydra, it's just he never really transitioned. I felt like he could have gone for robotics facility and maybe some immortal production a little bit earlier. Something to help deal with those roaches, because that roach count got really high really fast. 21 and 20 were killed, so 40 total roaches made throughout the game. And look at that, 81 adepts lost with none remaining. So pretty much double the amount of adepts couldn't stand up to half its number in roaches. Obviously, there were lings too. 87 lings died. Got some good baneling hits and some Ravager stuff too, but in the end, Hydra was just a little bit too good. Saw exactly what Welmu was doing, scouted this out early, which I think was useful, and then moved into roach production and made it work. Did not get frustrated, didn't lose his cool, defended his drones as best as possible, never really got his third base up and running, but counterattacked when it mattered and won the game. So well done by Hydra, and Zerg gets the win today. So that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.